I want to take you back then to January last year. I think it was January was
Yeah,
the accident
January. Yeah.
happened. So do you want to talk us through what happened in training and how the injuries came about?
Like, it was just a normal Thursday, like any other. To be honest, we were doing. We got in the cage for a private with Pat. We do like on Thursday. It was like cage wrestling private, so it wouldn't be so much like too much live stuff. It's kind of more just like position based and kind of just the drills and stuff like that. And then you'd leave the cage then, and then go into the matted area where you'd like do a wrestling session. And I remember like it was coming towards the end of the session, and Pat was like, okay, so one person has to start on all fours, like total position, and either roll back the guard or stand up. And of course, like I like to strike more, so my kind of thing was like I always try and get back up to my feet. So I was like getting back up to my feet, but when I was getting back up, the guy kind of got a body lock on me and pinched my arm in against my waist. So I essentially had no base on one side. But what had happened was I was getting back up to my feet, but it was like nearly just a perfect storm for everything bad to happen, because I gave him the momentum as I was coming up and he was lifting at the right time too. And it was nearly like almost like, I don't know if you've ever seen the clip where Kevin Randleman suplexes Fedor.
Fedor,
It,
yeah, I've seen that.
yeah, it was exactly like that. And I remember just being so high up in the air and just looking down at the mat, and I was obviously on the side that I couldn't post on. And I remember just thinking, like, this is not going to be good. I remember being in the air thinking, like, oh shit, this is like going to be really bad. And then I just hit the mat and just remember snapping my neck, but I didn't know that my neck was snapped at that time. I just remember I couldn't move anything. I was just lying face down. And I remember it just being like the sorest pain I've ever felt. Like, I've never felt pain like this in my life. And I remember it was just so excruciating and uncomfortable to lie on my face. So what I done stupidly, to be honest, was I got my face and bench pressed it into the mat to flip over onto my back. Like, but that was so silly that like could have, because I remember talking to just the doctors and people in the world, and they were like, "There's a reason why." When something like that happens, yeah, they tell nobody to move you, because more people like do most of the damage after the accident actually happens,